This is Lady Sowell, where leadership is measured by standards, not titles. You can be the smartest person in the room, the most credentialed, the most qualified, and still not be taken seriously. Not because your ideas are wrong, not because your assum is weak, but because of something far more subtle and far more costly. Competence without composure. Many professionals spend years mastering their craft. They study, they collect credentials, they develop expertise, yet when they speak in a room that matters, their influence disappears. Why? Because leadership is not only judged by what you know, it is judged by how you carry it. Stay with me. We spend enormous energy developing our expertise. We earn degrees, we pursue certifications, we build experience year after year, we study our industries, we sharpen our skills, we expand our knowledge base, and we should. Competence matters. But here is the truth no one warned you about early enough. Competence alone does not command authority. In professional environments, perception plays a powerful role. Two people can possess the same knowledge, the same qualifications, the same intelligence, yet one is treated like a decision maker while the other is treated like a contributor. The difference is rarely intelligence. The difference is composure. Composure is the silent signal of leadership. It is the ability to remain steady under pressure, to speak with clarity rather than urgency, to respond rather than react. When people observe composure, they unconsciously assign authority, not because they have analyzed your ursum, but because your presence communicates stability. And stability is what organizations trust. Consider this simple example. In a tense meeting, someone challenges your idea. A competent person may rush to defend themselves. They speak faster, they over-explain, they try to prove they are right. Ironically, the more they try to prove themselves, the less authority they appear to have. A composed leader does something different. They pause, they listen fully, and when they respond, their tone remains steady. No rush, no visible pressure. That pause communicates confidence, and confidence creates influence. Most professionals are trained to focus on knowledge. Schools reward correct answers, workplaces reward productivity, but leadership environments operate differently. In leadership spaces, people evaluate three things almost instantly: your clarity, your emotional control, and your presence under pressure. If your ideas are strong but your delivery appears tense or defensive, your competence becomes invisible. This is why many highly capable individuals remain overlooked. They assume expertise will naturally create authority, but authority is perceived before it is proven. And perception is shaped by composure. Composure is not personality, it is discipline. It is the discipline of slowing down when others rush, the discipline of speaking deliberately instead of filling silence, the discipline of maintaining control of your tone even when challenged. Strong leaders understand something subtle. Urgency often signals insecurity, while calm signals control, and people instinctively trust control. This is why experienced executives rarely rush their words. They understand that authority lives in the space between sentences, not in the number of arguments you present, but in the steadiness of your presence. Developing composure requires practice. Start by observing your behavior in high-pressure conversations. Notice when your voice speeds up. Notice when you interrupt. Notice when you feel the urge to immediately defend your point. These moments reveal where composure can be strengthened. Instead of reacting quickly, train yourself to pause. A brief pause does three powerful things. It slows the conversation, it shows confidence, and it signals that you are thinking, not scrambling. This small shift can dramatically change how others perceive you. Over time, your presence becomes more grounded. And grounded leaders are trusted leaders. Now let's expand this with a deeper insight. Leadership is also about emotional intelligence. Composure isn't just about tone or pace. It's about understanding your audience and responding in ways that build trust. When someone challenges your idea, your emotional reaction will be observed more closely than your argument. A leader who stays calm communicates safety and competence simultaneously. People are naturally drawn to that stability. Think about it like this. In high-stakes situations, the brain reacts first to tone and body language before content. A leader can present the best data in the world, but if they appear flustered or reactive, the audience registers insecurity first. That's why composure is more powerful than competence alone. Authority isn't given, it's felt, and composure creates that feeling. Here's another example. Consider two managers presenting the same strategy to their team. One speaks passionately but hurriedly, rushing through slides and piling on data. The other speaks deliberately, pausing between key points, allowing the team to absorb each insight. Both have the same knowledge. Both have prepared equally, yet the second manager is remembered, trusted, and followed. Why? Composure, presence, leadership. And there's more. Composure compounds over time. Each interaction is a chance to reinforce it. Every conversation where you pause before responding, every time you manage tension without reacting, builds your reputation. It's subtle, almost invisible day to day, but over months it transforms how people perceive you. You become the person others turn to in crisis. You become the anchor in the room. So how do you train composure intentionally? First, practice mindfulness. Simple awareness of your reactions helps you catch tension before it shows. Second, slow your speech in stressful moments. Not dramatically, just enough to signal control. Third, develop active listening skills. The more you listen, the less reactive you need to be. And finally, simulate high-pressure scenarios. Practice responding to criticism or disagreement in safe environments, refining your presence with each attempt. Remember, competence opens the door. Composure ensures you walk through it with influence. Expertise gives you credibility. Presence gives you authority. Knowledge impresses. Composure inspires. The professional world is full of highly competent people. But leaders are rare because composure is rare, and it is learned, not inherited. The professional world is full of capable people, but leadership is rarely given to the most knowledgeable person in the room. It is given to the person who appears most capable of carrying responsibility. Competence earns entry, but composure earns trust, and trust is what ultimately creates influence. If you want your expertise to matter, learn to carry it with calm authority, because leadership is not only about what you know, it is about the stability people feel when you speak, and that stability begins with composure. This is Lady Sowell, where leadership is measured by standards, not titles. Before you go, if you found this video helpful and insightful, hit the like button and subscribe to the channel for more leadership insights.